Members of the public, notice of this meeting has been called in accordance with Schedule 12, paragraph 9, little 1 of the Local Government Act 1972. Public notice of the meeting is given in accordance with Schedule 12, paragraph 10, little 2 of that Act. Could I just make you all aware that the meeting will be recorded and filmed, and we will upload the meeting onto our YouTube channel. Before we start, I'd just like to welcome Councillor Shackleton to the Council, and I hope you enjoy your time with us, Councillor Shackleton. Moving on to agenda item number 1, apologies for absence.
So I've received 3 apologies for absence, Councillor Blackwell, Councillor Dalrymple and Councillor Wild.
Thank you.
They're supposed to provide the reason they're not here.
Ill health, I believe, in all cases.
It should be that.
Was that correct, Councillor Lane? And all the apologies we've received this evening are due to ill health. Is that correct?
Councillor Blackwell, well, it's obviously quite private to them. Councillor Blackwell, Councillor Wild and Councillor Dalrymple all gave reasons for their apologies. It's up to them members to receive those apologies.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Then it's up to members to move the second to receive those apologies.
And we happen to receive apologies. Councillor Brown, seconded by Councillor McLaren. All in favour? Any against? I think that was unanimous, but just to make sure. Thank you. Agenda item number 2, declaration of interest. To declare any interest which members have in the following agenda items. Do we have any declarations of interest, members? No? Thank you. Agenda item number 3, public participation. Standing orders will be suspended for up to 15 minutes to allow for questions or statements submitted by members of the public. This will be limited to 3 minutes per person. Do we have any? I know we've got a member of the public, but we've got notification. Would you like to join us at the table?
I don't need to stand up. It's a very quick one. The non-provision of supporting documentation for items 5 and 6 on the agenda is a direct breach of the openness of Local Government Board Regulations 2014. Thought you'd like to know.
We do have some copies of documents if you wish to. I believe it's because we were there. There are copies available if you would like them. But that's noted, thank you. Moving on to agenda item number 4, minutes of previous meetings. 4A, to approve as an accurate record minutes of the following meetings. Little 1 is Full Council the 2nd of September and Little 2 Full Council meeting on the 9th of September. Councillor Lane.
We have received them. Where are they? They were part of the agenda pack with the email that was sent.
It should be
They're not here.
They're all definitely on the email.
They were not on the email that I was doing.
You were attached to the email.
It's certainly on the email I received.
So some of the members have received the draft minutes and some haven't. But I do have copies if you require them. Do you require them?
No, not for this, because I didn't.
Yes, that's mine.
I've got a copy now.
Yeah.
I haven't really found it out.
Thank you.
Could I just point out, councillors, that with the agenda, it did state that we would be approving and receiving minutes. This is not a criticism. I'm just saying if people haven't received them, if they can come back and let the office know, we can allow for that and we can rectify that issue. Because obviously the office was under the impression everyone had got all the paperwork. So in future, if you have that issue, if you could let us know. I appreciate there will be some paperwork that you don't know, but on here it just states that we will be receiving and approving minutes. So I think it's there for us all to assume that we would have received that with our emails. So any future requests? That's right.
Can I just say, I did receive them and I did open them and they were all 7 documents that they were very hard to download, so I can understand that people might think that they weren't there because it took me a fair bit of chicken and poultry to get them to open and then download.
It has been noted and we'll take this into account and obviously it's not for people not getting their papers to attend meetings, we will address this.
I'll send an email with the minutes, everything on all the documents. They should receive them. And then all the drafting bits are there as well. So they were given to reception. Anyway, it's not a discussion.
We've noted it, so we will address things. So moving back to that point then, councillors, we're looking to approve 4A, little 1 and little 2, the full council meetings of the 2nd and the 9th of September. Do I have Councillor Corbyn, do you wish to move the minutes? Yes, I have a move. Do I have a second?
Can we have a few minutes to read them through?
So we don't move, we just need a second then. So what's the time?
You can still read them, but we will need to have a seconder. I won't go to the vote until everybody's read them, if that's okay. Have we all had enough time to read them, councillors?
I think on the 8th of July, minutes, was that the one where we got the finance? Or the minutes said that the finance had all been carried out in accordance with proper practices, and I disputed that because of the £925 payment by the previous clerk and previous mayor. I did query it and I was told that the minutes would have been amended. Because I thought it was serious, I think it was dates, I can't remember, I have to check my notes and I don't have those with me.
Is that online? The minutes for vote. Sorry,
Which minutes
which
are you
minutes?
referring to, councillor?
I think
It's
it's
not
not,
reduced for
I think it's the
clarification.
8th of July.
8th of July.
Okay.
No, we're looking at the minutes
We're
for
looking
the
at the
9th of September and the 2nd of September.
No, please.
The minutes we're looking to approve this evening are for the
For the
2nd of September and
yes.
the 9th.
On there was resolved to approve an accurate record minutes of the meeting of the 8th of the 7th. And I disputed that. And I'm sure, if this is the meeting I'm thinking of, I'm sure it was agreed that that correction was made.
We met that from the 9th. From the 9th.
8th of the 7th, I think. I can't remember the exact date. I remember the incident. I can't remember the date of the minutes. So had I had these, I could have checked that before we came in, but I've not received them. So unfortunately, I do apologise for them having them sort of feeling dips, but I think it's very important that we don't sign off.
What minute number is it, Councillor Lehman?
This one is... 150/25.
Oh, we were meant to change Spinbridge to Linkbridge.
No, there was another one on the finance documents that were provided at that meeting.
Well, we can amend the minutes to include that. People wish to.
Can I suggest that until we know that Jack is happy with the date, that we just make a note that we accept the minutes with the proviso that when it can be confirmed what minute, what date it was that was queried,
It
we
can
will
be
make a further
later.
amendment.
Are you happy with that, Councillor Lennon? So the minutes have been moved and seconded. Go to the vote for accepting that. All in favour? Against?
I can't really go.
No.
Yeah. Abstentions?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Thank you. Moving on to 4B, to receive the draft minutes of the following committee meetings. Little 1, Human Resources of the 29th of July. Little 2, extraordinary meeting of the Human Resources on the 18th of September. And little 3, the extraordinary meeting of Human Resources on the 13th of September. Do I have a mover to receive those minutes?
Can you get them individually?
Sorry?
Can you get them individually?
We're just receiving these minutes, Councillor Riddle, so there's no discussion when we're receiving the minutes.
Just more about the list.
We just gave it the advice from we just received that there.
As the Assistant Clerk's just pointed out, 1 minute, Councillor Riddles, we've taken advice on this from the SLCC. We're receiving the minutes this evening. There's no discussion on receiving them. These minutes are actually approved at the committee level and they go to the committee level. Could I have a mover that
Can I
we
please
receive?
make a point of order? The previous town clerk, I put this forward about having matters arising, and at the meeting he said it was illegal, and they went away, and he came back, and he apologised to me, and he said that he thought we were talking about any of the business, and he said we can have matters arising on the meetings that we received, and that he was going to add to.
I'm sorry to say, Councillor Riddles, but that was incorrect advice. We've taken advice from the SLCC, and the advice that's from them, which is the body that this council recognises, has that we receive the minutes, and these particular minutes are approved at the committee level. I've got Councillor Mulhare and then Councillor Lehman.
I think if you, the point on the point of order, if you refer to 12B, it says there should be...
Councillor Mulhare, I can't hear you.
Sorry.
Use the mic.
It's the hearing aids I can throw my voice, don't worry. 12B, it says there shall be no discussion about the draft minutes of a preceding meeting, except in relation to their accuracy. But the accuracy is discussed back at human resources. It's not discussed here. All we're doing is we're not approving them for their accuracy, we're just receiving them. It's a completely different thing.
No, Councillor Lehman.
Yes, a motion to correct any inaccuracy in the draft minutes shall be moved in accordance with Standing Order 10A1.
But that's done, sorry, point of order, that's done back at the Human Resources Committee. It's not done here. We are not approving minutes, we
That's
are
correct,
receiving
Councillor.
minutes.
Yes, but we have an inaccuracy in the draft minutes.
We're receiving them. that's
We're
all.
receiving them this evening, councillors, and any discussion, further discussion will go back to the committee. Could I have someone
I'm sorry,
know?
I'm sorry, so how will the councillor not on the committee raise
Councillor
query?
Lehman, we're following our own standing orders along with the advice from the SLCC. This evening, we're receiving these minutes. Everyone criticises that I don't follow the rules. I am following the rules. It's out of my hands. I would like to move that we receive these minutes. Councillor Brown, you move. Could I have a second? Councillor Mulheron. All in favour? Against? Thank you, councillors.
Can I just
That was
ask,
carried.
can I really ask the point of whether these minutes that are being received, right, when you go back to HR, are they going to be received or are they going to be sent to be approved?
Will be approved at HR.
So we can't talk about them.
The HR committee can talk about.
No, we can't talk about those minutes, can you?
No, they need to be approved at the Human Resources Committee. So those minutes, if the accuracy then can be questioned, amendments can be made to the accuracy of those minutes. You can't discuss what was the actual agenda items, but if it's accurate or not, HR will make an amendment or not. You have a move to approve them, or move to make an amendment, or even the chair could actually say that they don't believe it's a correct record of the meetings. But that's basically the process that needs to be followed. It's in the standing orders, and it's the advice from the SLCC.
I'm just concerned that if we get a member of this committee who's not in the HR and they want to do something that we can't, because they're not part of HR, so that sounds very undemocratic to me.
It's just the way the council has different committees.
Moving on. Is it something new, councillor?
It is in a way, yes.
Councillor Mansfield, then moving on to the
I've
next.
just noted you're repeatedly using the term SLCC, but standing orders are actually done in conjunction with NAWC, National Association of Local Councils. Are we actually meaning SLCC or do we actually mean NAWC?
We're taking advice on the SLCC now.
Yeah.
And we're following now standing orders with the variations that this council have agreed, which we have all agreed that there's been so many variations made to our standing orders that they need a complete review. We have all agreed this, and it will be done as soon as we can get to that word. There are some really serious pressing issues that this council needs to address. Fortunately, we're now in the position where we do have another member of staff in the local clerk, and we will be moving forward with that. So moving on to agenda item number 5, approval of expenditure. To approve payments made between the 1st of September and the 30th of September 2025, and they are attached. Did everyone get a copy of the... Everyone received that with their emails. I just want to make sure that everyone has that. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Do members need a chance to go through this for any longer, or do I have someone who will move that we approve the payments? Councillor Mansfield.
Certainly. Once again, we've got £537 for Barclaycard payments. Could we have details of what that is, please?
Yeah, I mean, think I've been speaking to the new the temporary RFO, and the next meeting will have a full breakdown of the barcode expenditure from April.
Okay, that's great. I did notice when I was looking at them that most of the barcode expenditures have been put down against bank charges, which is obviously meaning that our bank charges are way over what we were budgeted them to be, but obviously that will be corrected at the next meeting as well. Can I also just inquire where the meter installation was, please? Line 2 of the transactions.
I'm sorry, can you use the mic, Councillor Amanda Smith? It's just a bit difficult to hear properly up here.
Yes, line 2, meter installation. I was just inquiring where the meter's being installed.
So yeah, so Empower fitted a new meter at the rear of the building.
Thank you.
Councillor Lehman.
Line 182 and 198. Emergency light fitting replacements. Where are they been?
So they're basically throughout the building itself. So in the gallery, I think in the stairs room, in downstairs, in the cafe area, in the foyer area. So there's quite a number of emergency lights around the building.
Why was it done?
Why was it? Because it needed doing. There were basically quite a few that weren't working, so they needed obviously replacing.
So did we have an electrical safety test undertaken when they were found to be not working?
Yes.
So we have an electrical safety test on the building.
So we have PAT testing every year, and we also have testing on all the safety lights, etc., to make sure that they are working, and then if they're not working, then get replaced.
Do we have a log?
I think there will be a logbook somewhere in the office.
Thank you.
Is that meter our internal meter? It's not an external one belonging to whoever's taking it. Is it our meter or is it an external?
It's our meter.
Right, so it's a sub-meter.
It's a meter, yeah. It's a smart meter.
Councillor Abbott.
Yeah, I did ask at the last meeting regarding certain things on the finance agenda regarding payments to solicitors. You said that it would be looked at and we still talk about it through the next sort of few months, and it won't be beyond that last year, 6 months or anything like that.
We're going through all the finance. I think, councillors, if you could just remember, we have been without an RFO.
I just want to we're just concentrating on the paid expenditure.
No, I accept that.
So at the next meeting now, the RFO will be looking at the budget and basically this form, and then talking about next year's budget as well, so then you'll be able to discuss it with...
It's not about that. This was brought up months ago regarding the payment to the solicitors. We don't know who gave the authority and all that. It was brought up at the meeting, at the last meeting, and people were going to query it. I asked the chair said it will be brought up, it will not go down the road when we get lost. You can bring it up and go along.
We will be going through all finances, won't we?
Yeah.
But this is actually on the paid expenditure transaction. I'm going to Councillor Steve Smith.
Just that first meter, Phil, I'm not clear on it. It's our private meter.
It's a meter that was... Yeah.
To what?
Sorry?
Why have we got private meter now in our system?
So,
Why?
Can we use the mics, please, councillors?
it's an electricity meter to read. You can't look at it when you walk out the door, it's just on the right hand side.
So the question is, what does it supply?
It reads the electricity.
Yes, but to where?
How we do that from the main meter?
Councillor Riddles, can I just have one councillor speaking, please? This isn't a free-for-all.
Sorry, I just don't understand. We have a main meter that comes in, which is for the thing. Then we have an internal meter, Is that because we recharge of electricity, or why have we got an internal meter that we have paid for?
But it's to replace, it's the same meter that has been there for many years, but it needed replacing. So they replaced
But
it.
it's from the power grid, that's their responsibility to pay for it.
Well, the end power, I mean, we asked basically, and we got back into basically the meter installation. I mean, that's basically what it was for. It's the meter that reads the electricity in the building.
Can I leave this with you through Madam Mayor? Can I have an answer to why we have an internal meter, and is it for recharging to somebody else?
Well, sorry.
Do you mean as if we're subletting electricity?
Yes.
Sorry. No one else agrees with that.
No.
But where is the main meter then? Is it external to the building? We have only one meter then that comes in, and it's that one.
The meter is in the corner, yeah.
And if that's paid for by the grid, that should be paid for by the grid, not for us, because it's not actually our meter, it's the supplier's meter. Can I agree with you, and can you come back to the council with an answer, please?
Well, basically, it's a meter that was fitted, Empower fitted the meter. It was a new meter that was fitted by Empower on the basis of a replacement. I mean, we didn't pay, well, the question...
I don't need to answer now. Just,
well, no, you're asking me for an answer, that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. Carry on.
So, basically, the information was that they refitted the meter. I mean, I don't know if Tim's got more information on external meters.
It's where the meter comes in. There's an electric meter that comes in at the back, and they wanted money to replace, but they've just changed the contracts to supply us electric for the next 3 years. But I don't know what I wasn't involved in any discussions where this new contract was. All that I know was they've sent us a bill. Phil's queried that bill, and I don't know. So I've never heard of them charging for a meter before.
The bill that wasn't, we got the bill in June, I think it was, and I was queried it. So it's only just been paid because we were querying the invoice basically.
What did you
They came back with because it was a new, we had to pay for a new meter. That was basically it.
And is that standard practice?
So, well, I have to say, we've got a questioned it, then we've got a reminder, I questioned it again, and then I think the next letter was basically enforcement. So I didn't want to end up being in that position.
Is this anything new, Councillor?
Yes.
Yes, it is new. Do Empower read that meter and charge us for what the figures are on that meter?
The electricity is basically, Empower own the meter.
And so they take meter readings and then they charge us for the use of that, of what we use from that meter. They actually take meter readings.
So the readers will come off that meter, yes.
Well, therefore it belongs to Empower, and they are responsible for that meter, not us.
That was questioned, but that's where we can recheck.
We may recheck, but all I can say in the past when I've had properties done and I need to put in, I've had to pay for that meter going in, but
That's
That's
not
the way it goes.
replacing them.
however, the issue's been raised, it's been being put off, basically. Councillor Mulherron.
It feels like they may actually charge for businesses. So if it was domestic, I've just been checking on the internet thanks to Shackleton. So they may be charging because we are considered to be a business as opposed to a domestic property.
No difference.
Right, councillors, I think we've discussed that. Councillor Coggan, have you got the point? Yeah, can we get the back?
Yes.
Yes, clear that.
I wonder how much was the labour?
We've got the invoice card.
I think we've gone into this quite sufficiently, councillors. We are looking to approve payments. Are there any more questions on any further? Councillor Lynn.
Okay, there's full amounts, but new council emails. Are these ready to start arriving?
Well, because we've just got new councillors.
Yes, but when we had new councillors before we never charged for them.
We cannot just have a Gmail.
Oh, yeah, I know.
We've got to have a.
Sorry, you're missing my point. That transaction has never appeared before when we've had other councillors. This is new. This is the first time I've ever seen this appear.
Yeah. Huh? Is this just the way that they might now be noted? Have they been sort of consumed within another
I don't know.
way that they've been listed
I've just
before?
received invoices for the charge for new council emails. So from Edge IT, which states they charge for new council emails. Setting up new council emails. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically.
Councillor Amanda. Sorry, it is just better if people use it than I.
I'm only able to cast some light on it because I joined the council immediately after our previous clerk, Michael King, left. And I know that Anne told me at the time that Michael King had set up my email address. And it's only after the councillors that have joined post Michael King being here that have had this new email address money being put against them. So my guess is that Michael King was able to set up the email address, but the following clerks weren't able to do that, so they've used Edge services, hence the money from them. That would be what I would guess is happening.
But they're still hosted by Edge.
Yeah, I reckon that's correct.
So, if they're being hosted by a company, then, on presumption they will charge for that.
Yeah.
Well, they certainly
Yeah,
charge
have we-
mine.
Do we have any, is it a new one? Right.
We've got another bill for repairs for the next train.
It's falling to pieces.
Sorry, this is continuing.
Well, one would hope not, Councillor Rivers, but when you've got the chain and it's held together with a paper clip, I do think it's justified that it needs repairing.
I think that's fine.
And it literally was held together with a paper clip and glue tack. And a bit of wire.
We've got for Everflow, we did ask that we would have individual legal readings. You vote this all together. We wanted to be able to say how much.
They are separate, Councillor Rivers.
No,
Toilets.
public toilets. We want one for
Public
we asked
toilet
for
multi
each
charge.
toilet block.
No, when at the last meeting you asked for, you did say council individuals that you wanted toilets, but not in, you said you didn't mind if it went individually, which basically, so we've got public toilets, art gallery and allotment charges.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I think you must have misheard him because we do need those meter readings individually.
I didn't mishear council there, and I did hear what you actually said.
Well, I didn't
I did clarify with you council individuals if you wanted, and you said no, just toilets is fine, art gallery and allotments. So you just wanted the toilets taken out of the art gallery and allotments. And that's what you did basically.
Well, if I did, I apologise, but we do need them for each toilet block. Because some of them will count.
I think to be fair, a little bit respectful to the staff. If the staff are said at all or asked to put the toilets together and just separate them with the art gallery and allotments, and that's what's done, then I don't think it would be critical.
Would it be possible to have them individually? I think so. We need to know what's happening in the toilets. We need to know how much water we use in each block.
Yeah, you want to know the water or the charge. The water is a different matter, you want to know the charge.
What's the difference?
Well, how much water we use.
So you want to know the charge, so you want the figures, we get invoiced, obviously a figure, so you want those figures breaking down to each individual
I
toilet.
think it would have and this and
Thank you.
right.
Another point?
Yeah. Yeah, I did ask if we could have the invoices for the window cleaner for when you start charging VAT in one previous one. I did send you an email and you haven't sent it.
So Councillor, the window cleaner, it wasn't a VAT charge, it was the way it was split up, it looked like a VAT charge, but basically it was for cleaning the canopy at the rear. So it's been amended, it was amended in the last, what's it on here? So it's been amended, yeah.
So that wasn't cleaning windows?
No, Council Lane, it was for cleaning windows, but it wasn't a charge for VAT.
It was in the
Right.
Sorry? It was in the VAT column.
No, but it was taken out, it was amended because it was incorrect. After re-looking at that invoice, the charge wasn't a VAT charge, it was for cleaning the canopy at the rear of the building.
Well,
And it's been clarified.
And it's been amended.
yes, I mean,
So during it's in the reconciliation, so when we reconciled the accounts, then it's been corrected in the reconciliation. So it wasn't a charge for VAT.
But all I'm saying...
Councillor, I'm going to draw into that because it's already been said that it was amended to clarify an incorrect input. So, do any of the councillors have any points to raise on the approval of expenditure? Councillor Cochran.
Why are you buying pure pet food?
I could give an answer to that, but I'll probably be asked to leave the council.
That's not the expenditure,
No.
Councillor Coughlin, that's the payment for a stall at the Christmas Festival. So we'll come on to that.
We're looking at expenditure transactions. If there are no further comments, could I have someone to move the approval of the expenditure, please?
No, sorry.
Councillor Brown, do I have a seconder?
I did have one more.
Councillor Brown. Before I go, in the attempt to be very open and accepting in everything, what was your last point?
Why have you got a bill for a shred collection of confidential waste? Is that the name? It wasn't to
It's the
shred.
name of the company that comes and collects the confidential waste that we are obliged to dispose of in a correct manner. It's been moved and seconded. Can I go to the vote? All in favour? Any against? Any abstentions? Thank you. Moving on to agenda item number 6, the bank reconciliations. This is to receive the bank reconciliations from April the 1st to the 30th of September 2025. These have been circulated at the meeting this evening. Everyone should have copies. Councillor Lehman.
Can I move this is deferred, please, so we've got time to read them during next meeting?
So, nice to see you.
We're just receiving these, Councillor Lehman. I will give people a chance to go through them, but sorry.
The expenditure's already been approved.
Yeah. You heard that?
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Apologies.
The expenditure in the reconciliation has already been approved
Yeah.
by the
Well, we've just done
council.
it.
So every reconciliation, you've approved all the expenditure from April, and the income is basically, obviously the income that's coming from April. So you're just receiving the reconciliations. We're up to date on reconciliations. So from now on you'll receive reconciliation each.
Again, I will just stress back to councillors that the reason that you've got them all this evening is because we've been short on staff and we are catching up on everything now. Everything should be up to date moving forward, in the hope that moving forward we do a correct town clerk and don't find ourselves in this position again. So, moving back to agenda item number 6, little one, which is to receive the bank reconciliations from April the 1st to the 30th of September 2025. Do I have a mover, please? Councillor Brown, have I got some more second? Councillor McLaren, all in favour? Any against? And any abstentions? Thank you, councillors. Moving on to agenda item number 7. There was a motion to consider this evening, but unfortunately, both the mover and seconder of that motion are unavailable this evening. So, if someone wants to move to defer, Councillor McLaren, do I have a seconder for that? Councillor Hall, all in favour? Any against? You were for. Thank you, Councillor as well. I wasn't sure if that's everyone. Any against? Any abstentions? Thank you, councillors. Agenda item number 8, town development and harbour actions. 7.1 to receive a verbal update from the Christmas lights, on the Christmas lights. Yeah, that should be 8.1. And it's 8.2 when we get to it. So, receive the verbal update on Christmas lights then.
So the company have basically stated that everything's on time and should be up for the light switch on. So hopefully they'll stand by that. It will be in time for the light switch on. So that's where we are with the Christmas lights. In regards to the works, the columns and the gantries, those works have been done. The North Yorkshire Council did agree to pay some money towards those repairs. So the bill has come, is much lower than the expected, nearly 7, but it's just under, now it's under £5,000. So it's less than what council were expecting to pay. So yeah, everything at the moment is on schedule.
Thank you. Councillors.
Can I ask about Christmas tree and bookend?
So yeah, the Christmas tree will be in place on Christmas lights. Yeah, so we've got 3 Christmas trees, obviously the other 3 Christmas trees as well. They'll be in place as well.
All continual items are being taken down. That's the Steele Street and Flowergate is going to be replaced.
So yeah, it was condemned. So all that continuing lighting has been condemned because of health and safety reasons. In regards to the North Yorkshire Council own that, that's why they're able to take it down. So I would say that it may be an item for a future discussion to request that it is replaced.
At the last meeting, we were discussing, hopefully, to get some idea from North York Council when they would be coming around to clean the streets. We did mention if they could schedule the works or something to review when they would come out and where they could go in.
It's not on the agenda.
It was discussed at the last meeting.
So I believe in regards to Baxtergate, there's a group that are organising themselves for town funding to improve Baxtergate, but they have requested that there's a deep clean on Baxtergate. From NYC, that's Baxtergate itself. In regards to the other areas, they do clean on a regular basis.
That was the idea. Can we get a copy of what they say they do? Don't we have, you say they do on a regular basis. So presumably they have a schedule. Can we get a copy of that schedule so we know when to expect them? And if they don't turn up, we know. It's not just Baxter here, you go around any of the streets, and there's rubbish out on French.
The alleyways as well.
I think that's a really good point, actually. Yeah. Can we just mind the language, Councillor?
Yes.
It may be acceptable to some, but not to other people. Thank you. Councillor Coghlan.
I just wanted to say how nice it is to get some good news for a change regarding the Christmas lights, because we've struggled with them for years. So, thanks very much.
Thank you. Any other points before we move on to 8(2)? Right. Agenda item 8(2). Any other matters that councillors wish to raise in relation to town development or harbour for future discussion? Councillor Coghlan.
I think the obvious one on the whalebones, has there been any progress with regard to?
I'm just waiting for an update to come back from that. I did actually speak with the officer and he said he was following through and hopefully I spoke with him last week and he said hopefully he'll be bringing something to us in the next 2 or 3 weeks. He is pursuing it and hopefully we hear something positive.
So are we still hoping that we're going to get proper whalebones, not
I can't comment on it until I know what his feedback is. Councillor Coghlan. Any other comment? Councillor Haskell.
Yes, Bill, can you give us a verbal update on the part of the future advertising regulations on the new vape shops that are open for Great Lane and Church Street? I know Councillor White emailed you about them.
It's not for me to do that.
Is it?
Not at the moment.
Okay, thank you.
Any other?
Because I have been stopped in the street by many people.
Once we invite someone to give you an update,
Yeah.
you can do that.
We can't. Phil is here in capacity as a member of staff of this council this evening, so if we want any feedback like that, we will have to approach North Yorkshire Council and do it as from the council.
Yeah. Sorry,
Councillor Riddles.
I thought this was to write a list of things that we were going to discuss at future meetings, so why can't we have that down to be a discussion point? Because we can't, according to this, we can't pass anything on tonight.
No, it will be for discussion and this council can contact.
The council wants to invite somebody from the planning department to give them a verbal update on those properties, and the council can do that.
You can, Councillor Steve Smith.
Steve,
We're all right with Steve. So we've got that as a motion. Do I have a second?
I didn't hear the question, the motion properly. Could you shout out the motion, please?
Steve has put forward the motion, so if you would like to repeat.
so invite a member of
Can you use the mic, Steve, and then everyone here?
the motion is to invite a member of NYC Planning to come and discuss the new vape shops on Red Lane and Church Street with regard to having an exterior lighting.
Do I have a second?
I'm sorry,
Councillor Hall.
can I just query, I mean, this is very awkward because we have the chair of the planning here, but we can't ask it.
Councillor Lane, no, I'm going to stop you. We do not have the chair of planning here. We have a member of staff here this evening.
When he's wearing a different
staff.
hat, I appreciate that, I appreciate that, but when he's wearing a different hat, he's the
But
chair.
that's not the point of this meeting.
And please, how then can this council approach the chair of the area planning committee?
A motion has just been forward. A member of the planning department comes. If anyone wishes to contact any councillor outside of this meeting, they are fully entitled to do so. But you cannot conflict two positions. I've got a motion and I've it proposed by.
So for future, I mean, if the invite is to be as chair of planning, then you can do that. but I would step out of my role as assistant town clerk. However, it would probably be better if you invited a member of the planning department, a member of the enforcement team to discuss it. But it may be also that it would be fair to the planning committee. That might be the best place to discuss this at the planning committee. I know the chair of planning is there, maybe we want to.
We've got a motion, I've got a seconder, Councillor Hall. Can I take a vote? All in favour? Unanimous. Thank you, members. Any other points for future discussion? Steve.
Is there any update on the old marketplace stroke town hall? Completion or anything?
As far as I'm aware, everything's, hitted the timelines. Obviously, things change every day when you're refurbishing and doing that kind of work to any building. So I don't think there's anything that's come through to the council.
There should be more updates after Thursday this week, so I think the town clerk will be able to bring those updates to the next full council meeting.
Councillor Lynn first, then Councillor Cochran.
Thank you. When will council discuss the option of taking on the town hall?
Well, that's one of the jobs we've got to move on with, and certainly, for me, it's one of the most important issues, and we will be discussing that with the interim, the local of the town clerk, because we will need to get on with that.
Yeah.
It's a serious piece of work, we've got to know what we're doing, so it is on there as a matter of urgency along with the budget.
Is there a date by which we have to get a response back to NYC?
It's pretty imminent, isn't it? But
It is, and I think, sorry, through you, Chair, when the new local clerk in Arrow has been briefed on the town hall and the potential of the town council running the town hall. So she is aware that a decision is required, and I think she will be bringing that to the agenda very quickly to discuss.
Councillor Cochran had her hand up first. One second. Was it a supplementary?
Yes,
question?
well, yeah.
So I'll come back to you, Councillor then.
Okay. Because of the importance of that building to the town, and the possibility, probability, that it won't make money, it will be a drain on the town, can I urge or request or propose that before the council makes a decision, we have a referendum of the people? Ask them. We point out that it might affect their process.
This council already voted to send back an expression of interest. So we have already voted on that within here. We really do need, I can assure you that if we've got any sense, we will do a very thorough job of this business case and not take any risks, because the building has got to be financially sustainable. But we have voted on that, so we will follow through on the vote that
Yes,
the
I
council has
understand.
made.
I appreciate we put in an interest. That's all we've done, an interest. Before we make the final decision, we let the people decide.
There'll be no decision made until we've looked at
Oh, yes, I appreciate that.
and worked on the business case. And it would be foolish to go out to the people until we've actually done the work to see where we are. I appreciate what you're saying, Councillor Lehman. Councillor Coghlan, you wanted to come in.
Right, three things, two not about but one important. The drains around the town are absolutely disgusting. There are so many, not only full of rubbish, but sunken in. There are some on Mountain Road that have actually dropped, and one in particular that's been repaired so many times, it's ridiculous. Somebody's going to hurt themselves on it. The junction of White Point Road over the bridge and White Point Avenue is lethal. All it wants is double yellow lines so far along White Point Road. So, because if you come out of White Point Avenue, you cannot see, there are so many cars parked here. You take your life in your hands going out and going right particularly. And the third one is Rosa High Street. Alpha's just told me that yesterday a 60-year-old man on a motorbike was killed. Now, it doesn't get any more serious than that. It says that on the high street, that the flat bit at the bottom, it says 20 miles an hour. But obviously, he wasn't taking any notice of that. There's a tremendous amount of heavy vehicles going up and down the bank. And obviously, the wagons speed up to get up the Roseland Bank. And it's just getting more and more dangerous.
Thank you, Councillor Coleman.
Right, we don't.
Councillor
The issue, one of the issues that was said, this locality that we had in the bank yesterday, is that there's metal drains or drain covers going up the bank, and motorcyclists from numerous times have been told that their wheels do a spin on them because there's no feather. They just go there and then they get in the water. Whether the road is safe now, I don't know. We've had this. Now, I don't know what the procedure is now regarding county council looking at the road safety and all this. But we don't want it before.
I'm sure they will be looking at it, Councillor Abbott, but it would be...
Got a motion, get a motion to request.
Yeah. Would you recommend to move? Did everyone hear that motion?
Yeah.
I've got a mover, do I have a second? Councillor Coghlan, all in favour?
Here. Probably in favour. She couldn't hear.
Councillor Wood, can you just repeat the motion so Councillor Wood hears it correctly? Or would you like to?
Just across highways that looks at the safety of the Roseland Bank and the High Street, Roseland High Street.
Roseland High Street.
Yeah.
No, yes.
So, thank you. Councillor Riddles, do you have one more point to bring in?
The top of Pass on where Captain Cook's monument is, over the years the council haven't cut the hedge that it should be doing. We've got lovely seats there with probably the best views across with this. Yet you can't see them because the hedges are 2 or 3 foot above you. They need cutting the white back, and it will be, I mean, it won't be nice for a year or two, but it needs doing. So we can what's going back in seats, we can't see the view.
So is it one of them motion?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we look at the hedges on the seats, no Councillor Cook's monument.
Yeah.
Do you make
All
that
along,
motion?
it goes right away along past the area. They're just actually being chopped off and then cutting back.
So just to condense this down, if you make that into a motion for that area, Councillor Riddles, then if I get a second, then we'll go to the vote.
Right.
So if you would like to make the motion.
The council cut back the hedges at the Captain Cook's monument, so all the seating at the handstand top, you can actually, and then he's cutting like that.
Councillor Lynn is seconding that. All in favour? And again. Did you hear that, Councillor Wood? Are you in favour of?
Neutral.
Right. Against? So do you want to vote against or to abstain?
Does it matter?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll abstain.
Abstain.
Sorry.
We've got one abstention. If that concludes our Councillor McLaren.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about issues like Chris has just mentioned. Some of the streets around town, especially when you go up sort of Abbeyville Avenue up that way, up on the Broadway, up Green Lane, St Mary's, there's the grass growing on the curbs is horrendous, and it's just taking over now. In some areas it's sort of like 6-8 inches into the road. That seriously needs looking at as well. Those roads need clearing.
So yeah, we can motion for that, don't
Yeah. I mean, thank you.
we? Can you put that, Councillor Riddle's
It's the same as that one.
could you put that into a motion, please, Councillor McLaren?
To move the North Yorkshire Council remove the excess grass and vegetation on our streets, all through the town really.
Do I have a seconder for that? Councillor Abbott? All in favour?